Good morning from sunny Southern California, and welcome to 594A for summer 2015. My name is Robert Voss, and I'll be your instructor for this semester. My background is that I have a PhD in political science, and I've been involved in sustainability issues for a long time and in using geographic information science and technology to work on sustainability issues. One particular area that I work is called industrial ecology. And the very narrow area of research that I do within industrial ecology is called spatially explicit life cycle assessment. Essentially what this means is that I use geographic information, science, and technology to try to better understand how product systems are laid out on the planet and how differences in the way supply chains are constructed and materials are sourced create differences in, for example, carbon and water footprints in products. So what you can see just even from my most brief, introduction in terms of biography is that, when you get into academic work, it often gets very, very narrow. And I think that's something that you'll find in your own thesis projects as well this semester, that you may be starting off down with a kind of a broad idea of what you're going to do, but that by the time you're done, you'll be describing the claims and the value that your work has delivered in what may seem to be very narrow terms. That's okay. It's an indication of the level of focus and the expertise that you can bring to a project. Within the GIST program, I've been heavily involved in the thesis over about 5 years now. I have supervised just a little bit over 20 students to successful completion of the thesis, and I've been teaching 594A for several semesters. And I really hope that my experience in supervising thesis work and with this course will be a boon to you all in terms of getting a quick understanding of your topics and helping you develop your topics into successful thesis proposals by the end of the semester. I should say also that one of the things that I find most exciting about teaching 594A is the incredible range of topics that we have in our program. When you look at the theses that are on our website, as you will for assignments in the next few weeks, what you're going to see is a large number of theses in different domains. So some of them are biogeography, some of them are criminology, some of them are just across a large range of domains in which the geographic information sciences and technology can be an asset. And you're also going to see theses in very different areas of GIST. So you'll see some that are really remote sensing focused, others that are focused on cartography, others that are focused on spatial analysis, and again, a very wide variety. To me, that's always the exciting thing about starting another semester of 594A is to see, where all these topics and ideas are coming from, and to try to kind of help you focus them. Another thing you're going to notice is that there have been a large number of thesis defenses just in the last few weeks, and there's still a few more coming up here in the next week or two. In fact, I have a student who's defending on this coming Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. And that's partly due to kind of the natural tendency of people to come right up against the deadlines. We have a deadline coming up for finishing up the thesis so that students don't have to register for another semester, and so there's a lot of folks who are going to be slipping through or trying to slip through just in front of the deadline. And so I would encourage you to take advantage of the chance maybe to come into the public part of defense and start to get familiar with the process. You can envision where you're going to hopefully be 2 semesters from now. And it's just probably, haven't counted the time exactly, but 6 or 7 months from now. So be a very good idea to come in and get a sense of what's happening, maybe even to talk to some of those students after their defense and find out how the whole thesis process went for them. We're obviously an online program, so you guys don't necessarily hang out in the student lounge together, so I certainly encourage you to take advantage of opportunities like this. Now, about our course this semester, I thought I would just say briefly that all of you have a choice right now confronting you as to whether or not you have a prospectus in hand that you're going to develop further, or whether you're starting from scratch because your earlier ideas haven't worked out, or you didn't complete a prospectus in 587 for some reason, or could be a variety of reasons. The way I've structured the course is it shouldn't make any difference at all to you and to your ultimate success which of those 2 camps you're in. If you really are starting from scratch, I very much encourage you to take advantage of these assignments in the early weeks of the course, in weeks 1 through 6 of the course, to generate a new prospectus. Because the process of doing that, I think, will leave you in a much better shape then to build a proposal for the rest of the semester. Now, if you already have a prospectus, it's quite possible that it's going to be modified and revised quite a bit. You have until week 6 to make those revisions. But I would encourage you to try to get out in front of that a little bit, try to make your revisions quicker. The way I've structured the course is I'd like you guys all to turn in your assignments just as soon as you have them done. So you should feel free to anticipate the deadlines. And in particular, I'd like to call all of your attention to the assignments in weeks 7 and 8 of the course, the Research Design Methods Outline and the Report on Data Exploration. These 2 assignments are very, very helpful to students often in kind of crystallizing where they're headed with their thesis work. So if you're starting with a prospectus that you already have in hand, I would encourage you to revise that fairly quickly and get on to those assignments. Go ahead and submit those early so we can work through them. If you're starting with a new prospectus, then just submit those on time in weeks 7 and 8, and we'll work through that quickly. And get you on your way to a proposal. I would like to say, also point out that the way we structured the course is as soon as we can get you with a solid proposal or on the track for a solid proposal, and you are approved by the faculty juries, we will assign an advisor for you. So you could have your advisor as early as week 6 or week 9 or 10 of this semester. And when that happens, I'm not going to go away. I'm not going to abandon you. In fact, I will be there to kind of work on a handoff with your supervisor and support that, and to make sure that you do really finish a very solid thesis proposal by the end of the semester. But we'll already have another voice in the mix and some early advice, and your advisor will know what's coming sooner, which will make for all that much smoother of a handoff into 594B next semester. So I hope it's clear the way I've structured the course. You should feel free to work ahead. If you meet the minimum deadlines that I've specified here, you will be on track for a solid proposal. But you should also feel free to work ahead. We want to support each one of you individually in your smooth and solid completion of a thesis project. So please, if you have questions, email. I'm available for meetings. We'll be meeting in seminar sessions soon. I'm really looking forward to the summer and an intense summer of work with all of you. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.